Most people understand the beginning of the wealth building journey. Save money, invest consistently, avoid debt, stay disciplined. And most people also understand the end goal: financial freedom, retirement, the life they have been working toward. But almost nobody talks about what happens in the middle. There is a phase in the wealth building journey that most people never see coming. A phase where everything suddenly starts moving faster, where the numbers that barely moved for years begin accelerating on their own, where the progress you struggle to create manually creates itself. Most people either don't know this phase exists or they give up before they ever reach it. My name is Ram. Welcome to Ram on Revenue. If you want to understand how wealth actually accelerates, make sure to hit the subscribe. Let's get into it. Here is what nobody tells you about building wealth. The early years are the hardest, not because the habits are hard, not because the strategy is complicated, but because the results feel invisible. You save $300 a month for a year and you have $3,600. You do the right things consistently for 2 years and your investment account shows maybe $8,000 or $9,000. You look at that number and you think, is this even working? And this is where most people quit. They do everything right, they follow the plan, but because the results look small, they assume something is wrong. They switch strategies, they look for something faster, or they simply stop. What they didn't know is that they were standing at the edge of the acceleration phase, and they walked away right before everything was about to change. Here is the key insight: compounding does not grow in a straight line. It grows on a curve, and that curve is almost flat at the beginning and almost vertical at the end. Think of it like pushing a boulder uphill. The beginning is pure effort. Every inch requires your full energy. The weight of the boulder is entirely on your shoulders. Progress is slow. Results feel small relative to the effort you are putting in. But here is what changes. At a certain point, the boulder reaches the top of the hill and then it starts moving on its own. And the longer it rolls, the faster it gets. And the faster it gets, the less effort you need to maintain the momentum. This is the wealth acceleration phase. The exact moment it begins is different for everyone, but the pattern is always the same. Your investment returns start to exceed your monthly contributions. The growth your portfolio generates in a single month becomes larger than the amount you manually deposit. When the crossover happens, everything shifts. Imagine you have been investing $500 a month for several years. Your portfolio has grown to $80,000 at a 10% annual return. That portfolio generates roughly $8,000 in growth per year, or about $660 per month. Your money is now growing faster than you are contributing. You put in 500, the portfolio generates 660. The gap between what you put in and what the portfolio generates keeps widening every single month from the point forward. And the critical thing to understand is that this process accelerates whether you feel it or not, whether the market is exciting or boring, whether you check your account daily or monthly. The compounding does not need your attention to run, it just needs time. So how do you get there fast? 3 things. First, start before you feel ready. Every month you delay is a month of compounding you cannot recover. The acceleration phase arrives sooner the earlier you begin. Second, never interrupt the compounding. The people who delay the acceleration phase longest are the ones who cash out past contributions or panic sell during downturns. Each interruption resets the momentum. The boulder has to be pushed back uphill. Third, increase your contributions whenever your income grows. The faster you grow the base, the sooner the crossover arrives. The larger portfolio reaches the acceleration threshold earlier than a smaller one. here is the truth most people never hear. The wealth acceleration phase is not reserved for high earners or lucky investors. It is available to anyone who stays consistent long enough to reach it. The people who build real financial momentum are not doing something dramatically different from you. Then they simply understood that the early years of slow progress are not a sign that the plan is failing. They are the price of admission for everything that comes after. The slow years are not wasted years. They are the years you are paying for the acceleration. Staying long enough and the math takes over. If this changed how you think about your financial journey, subscribe to Ram on Revenue and tell me in the comments, where do you feel like you are on this journey right now? Are you in the slow phase, or have you started to feel the acceleration?